Well, good morning, and welcome back. It's the Almost Daily Vlog here at Life in the Higham house, and the weekend is just about here. And the crazy thing is, it's absolutely gorgeous. Look back there, blue skies, the sun is shining. Look at that sun, and it's probably about 40, mid 40s, upper 40s. And it's gorgeous. It's hard to believe it's February 16th. And it's beautiful out here. I'm outside in just a hoodie, but it's super nice out. But all that's about to change because coming in tonight is a snowstorm, and they're saying we could see anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of snow, which I'm okay with that. But it's just so weird because last week it was so warm, and then we spent our time in Florida, and it was so nice in Florida. We were actually on the plane thinking, if we come home and it continues to stay warm, we might be okay with winter coming to an end and start rolling into spring and summer. At least that was our thought on the plane. Now it's, who knows? They're saying snow. Do they look like snow skies? I don't think they look like snow skies, but they're saying it's coming. And we know it's coming because people to the west of us are getting snow, and that's where the storm's coming. People to the east of us just had a snowstorm this past weekend. My mom out in Philadelphia said they have 4 inches. I guess we're not out of winter just yet. So, it's Friday. Weekend's almost here. We have a fairly busy Friday, or fairly busy ministry weekend. We've got Capernaum on Saturday. That is, takes our attention most of the day. We're looking forward to that. Of course, snow coming. Who knows what that's going to look like. And then Sunday we've got church, and this is the weekend that we were to kick off our disciple group and our student ministry, and we're going to delay all of those one more week because some of our families that we meet with are going to be out of town this weekend. We've been out of town for the last couple of weekends, and that's delayed it. So we're thinking maybe we'll just push it back one more week before we get things started. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to see, hopefully alleviate some of the work stress from the weekend. Because after all the traveling we've been doing, it'll actually be nice to have a weekend where we can somewhat kind of catch up a little bit. In fact, I need to catch up with our chickens here, because the last time I gave them attention was just before I left for Florida. And what's exciting for me in this season is not only are our chickens doing really well, listen, you can hear them down there. They're all squawking. They're all here. Look at that. Look at those girls. They look amazing. They were molting a little earlier this winter. They look fantastic now. We've been getting eggs on a regular basis again. But this is the time of year where we get our chicks. And we've got one more trip planned, and then I think we'll get our chicks. I want to wait because going away, I'll be away for about 4 days. Amy and I will be. And we don't want to leave the chicks here without the attention and the care that they will need, because that's super important. So I think we're going to wait a few more weeks. Normally I would already have my chicks for the season. They'd already be in the garage, and we'd be, they'd be in the brooder, and we'd be taking care of them. But I think I'm going to wait, because it doesn't make sense for me to get a bunch of chicks who need attention and then go away for 4 days. That's just not smart. So we're gonna wait, but we're looking forward to getting our next round of chickens, and I think in just a few weeks I'm gonna wait a little bit, but we've been talking about getting meat birds, which we're gonna do this season. Well, I'm hoping to do this season, but I think I'm gonna wait a few more weeks before we start our first round of meat birds, because again, with me going away, plus it's still a little cold out, and I don't have the room to brood all of my chickens indoor, so I'm going to wait a little while. So brood my next set of layers in March, and then hopefully by April we'll be able to get our meat birds in. And the nice thing about meat birds is they only have to stick around for about 8 weeks. So if I get them in April, we'll be able to get them done, I think, before we get too far into summer. But I got to do the math on that. But today, we're going to give our chickens some attention. They need some fresh bedding. They need some fresh water. They need some fresh food. And I might let them run around for a little while today. But I think I'm going to wait till later this afternoon to do that. They're all anxious and looking to get out. Hey, girls. Yeah, they look awesome. There's already 3 eggs in there today. So I'm hoping today's a good egg laying day. We only got 3 yesterday. But I think it's because when we went away, our kids were caring for the chickens while we were away. I think that's why we didn't get as many eggs while we were away. All right, let me get into this, and then I'll be back a little bit. All right, friends, wrapping up the chores. Chickens are all set up and ready for the weekend. Well, at least for today and tomorrow. But this whole changing of the temperatures, going from really nice days where it's been a really mild winter. We've had days where it's hit 60 just in the last couple of weeks here. And so it's kind of brought the thought, or at least the question in my mind, of, are we ready for spring? It's only February 16th. Winter goes on for a few more months. Mr. Groundhog has said that spring's coming early this year. We've seen warmer temperatures, so maybe there's some truth to that. But are we ready for winter to be over? Because I was just outside working with the chickens, and like I said, this is normally the time where we would be getting our next run of chicks, our next run of ducks, and we would begin the process of brooding them and getting them ready for the season so that we have laying hens by end of summer, early September, sometimes late September. But it's so nice outside, and it's been so nice outside. And so I'm wondering, am I ready for winter to be over? Am I ready for summer to come? And are we ready just to begin thinking that way? Because as I'm outside, just doing some maintenance on the chicken coop, feeding the chickens, just doing some things outside, that stirring inside, it's like, maybe we should start thinking about plowing out the garden beds. Maybe we need to start thinking about which veggies we want to grow this year, and getting seeds and getting pods and getting the greenhouses over here all set and ready to go. We're not quite there yet, but we're going to be there shortly. But it's that feeling of, wow, it's such a nice day out. Boy, it would be great to roll into spring here and get rolling on our summer activities, our spring activities, the garden, the chickens, all the stuff that we do in the summertime. Or are we ready for a little bit more winter? Because like I said, they're calling for 2 to 4 inches of snow to fall tonight. So we're going to go from upper 40s, maybe low 50s. By tonight, it's going to be in the 30s or lower, and the snow is going to be falling. So it's this weird kind of place that we're in of it's still winter, but it's kind of feeling like spring. It's still cold out, but it's starting to warm up. There's still a lot of things that we can't do yet, but we're starting to get that stirring inside saying that, we can start thinking about what we're going to plant this year. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I thought, what if it's not just me? So that comes to you. The question is, are you ready for winter to be over? And if so, what about spring do you want to start working towards? Like, do you have a garden? Do you grow things? Do you have chickens? Do you have housework that needs to be done by the spring so that you can roll into the summer knowing that certain projects are done? Like, if you're ready for winter to be over and you're ready for spring to come, what does that look like? And if you're not, what if you still want to see winter? Like, parts of me still wants to see winter. Like, the kids have only gotten to go snowboarding, I think, like twice, maybe 3 times. So, like, our snowboards are back up there. Love to see them come down. Love to see the kids go snowboarding. I'd love to see more snow. I just got a really nice snowblower over here, and I've only used it once. I'd like to use this snowblower right here. I'd like to use it a couple times. As much as I love my tractor over here, and I can't wait to get that running, I want to see this bad boy working. So it's in that weird spot. Love winter. Would love to see more of winter. But on nice days like this, man, I'm kind of feeling like I want winter to be over and I just want to jump into spring. So, where do you sit on that? Love to hear your thoughts. Share them in the comments below. If you're done with winter and ready for spring, let us know and let us what you're looking forward to in spring. If you're not ready for spring and you want a little bit more winter, tell us what you'd love to do before spring gets here in these colder temperatures. And wherever you find yourself, if you're getting snow this weekend, be safe. Sit there and enjoy it. Snow can be really pretty. Just sit there and let it fall and enjoy it. But just be careful wherever you are. And that's going to do it for today. Thanks so much for watching. As always, subscribe, hit those like buttons, follow us on social media. We've got one more trip, and then we're going to get back into, hopefully, our pre-spring, pre-summer vlogging series as we get ready to get the garden, the chickens, the chicks. We'll have some ducklings. We'll have all those things coming in here in just a few more weeks. So hang out for that. It's going to be great. All right, everybody. Until next time, thanks for watching the Almost Daily Vlog here at Life in the Higham House. I'm Jay, and I will see you next time.